Good evening, good evening. How we all doing? Happy Sunday. This is a bit different, isn't it? It's a lot different. I don't normally stream at this time of night, or on a Sunday, to be honest. But, hey, you know, I've spent all weekend modding Fallout 4, and I think it's working. And, yeah, I want to play the damn thing after all that. I started properly doing this. I started making notes back in the week, but started properly doing this sort of lunchtime yesterday. Basically spent all yesterday till wee hours of the morning working on it. Then I got up today and carried on. So, yeah. Which sounds like a lot more progress really with modding it than there actually has been. But it's not going to be hugely doesn't resemble Fallout anymore kind of modding, but it's definitely upgraded. We'll see how we do. Should be good. Like, yes, I'm having a Sunday night Guinness, because why the hell not, you know? So, in the interests of doing the things what we're supposed to do, and openness and honesty and stuff, most of you probably know this already, but I have to say it, so I do have an established working relationship with Bethesda. They did provide a copy of the game. In fact, they've provided several copies of this game and other games as well that we have played on the channel, but this is the relevant one right now. Fallout 4, the Anniversary Edition, etc. A lot of this stuff back here. This thing back here. All coming from Bethesda, so established relationship. That said, they don't know what I'm doing. They don't ask questions. They just let me get the heck on with it. So, you know, that usual stuff. They're not paying me or anything. Kind of wish they were, but, you know, they are not. So there's your FYI in the interest of openness and honesty. While I remember as well, this will be going in a playlist, and all of the games that play go in their own playlists. So if you want to look at other stuff or previous playthroughs and so on and so forth, they're out there to be found. Have a rummage around. Anyway, that's all that business done. I think we're all good. Anyway, evening Paul, welcome on in. Evening Jackson, how are we doing? Evening Cage, evening Distortion. Not played Fallout 4 in a while. It has been a minute. Yeah, all the updates and the absolute buttload of videos I've made in the last couple of weeks have really made me want to do it again. So here we are. We're going to do it a little bit differently. You may have noticed from the thumbnail that things look slightly different, because there are some visual mods on there. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. How's it going, Noel? You all right? Ooh, I'm a little cool this evening, though. I suspect my computer's going to work hard enough to warm me up in a minute, though. Not going to make you want to... honestly, if it comes to redoing your mods, I would say give it a minute. There is a hotfix due in the next few days. This is me not taking my own advice, by the way. Yeah, there's a hotfix due in a few days. Hopefully that will fix more than it breaks, but God knows what it'll do and what updates might be required afterwards. Following that, the week after, there is due a larger patch. And then in early December, another large patch. So bear that in mind in any decision-making process you may wish to make. So, yeah. Spent a lot of time modding New Vegas. I had a crack at modding New Vegas recently, but I ran into the same problem I always have, which is it bores the ever-loving shit out of me. I didn't get very far with it. I was like, well, if I push on to the mid to late game, I might get into the more interesting stuff, but I haven't got the patience to get there, so I didn't. I'm not a New Vegas boy. I will be happy to watch it in the show next month. Next month? Yes, it's November, isn't it? Yeah. In fact, looking at that, it's a month tomorrow. 17th of December, isn't it? So, yeah. I really must watch Season 1 again, get myself fully refreshed. Looking forward to that. That's enough New Vegas for me, though. So using older updates, yeah, don't blame you. Anyway, everything will stabilise eventually when it just takes a little while. Yeah, there's a couple of things I did want to run mods-wise that didn't work out. There's a couple of things that are supposed to make things run faster, so we might see a little bit of wibbliness here and there. That when I tried to launch the game with those mods in, it just went, nope, it would not launch at all. So I had to go right through everything and figure out what was breaking that, and fortunately that didn't actually take that long, an hour maybe, but that was one of the joys that I had to deal with. Joanne, thank you for the sub, welcome on in. So yeah, that was a whole thing, and then there was some other bits and pieces I had to kind of tweak and adjust and things. Oh yeah, I've got a mod that I'm going to try out again that I put on to stop God rays and lighting coming from underneath the or going through solid objects, but it literally meant I couldn't move in the prologue. Literally came out of character creator, tried to move my feet, nothing. Controls were working, apart from that. So I was just like, you know what? There's a problem here. Went back through, figured out what it was, and I've got it turned off. And I'll try again once we get out of the vault and see if that works. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. We're also... That's the one, Jackson, yeah. We're also going to attempt to make this considerably more dangerous than usual. Because one of my gripes with Fallout 76 is that even in survival mode, after a while, it is way too easy. I usually play very hard because most of the survival mode settings don't integrate that well. We're actually going to rework survival mode a bit so that it's just particularly challenging and the game is actually dangerous, because yeah, that's my long-running gripe, and it worked better to do that. Not that I think you could with Fallout 76, but it worked better in 4 than it would in 76 anyway. So I'm going to click this thing up here, what says Fallout 4 script extender, and if you'd care to do a little praying, that would be the time. Made your character look like the ghoul. Not bad, not bad. I suspect there's mods to do that as well, wouldn't be surprised. Seems likely. Shani, how's it going? You're going to wait it out a bit more? Yeah, that's fair enough. Like, some things are fixed, but not everything. Have I tried Mutant Menagerie? That's probably more than I want to change it. I'm polishing up the graphics a bit, making things a bit more difficult, but I don't want it to stop feeling like Fallout 4. Ooh, oh no, we're okay. It just forcibly minimized itself. That's okay. It does that. Never done the manual. Never done manual mod thing. No, I'm using Vortex for that. Just because, yeah, you know. Not everything you can do that way, of course, but it doth suck if you're not using a mod manager. Alright, alright. Makes life so much easier. Right. So, oh yeah, by the way, new game on survival. Yes, that's... No, I won't do that. What I will do is bump it up to survival. No, we should be fine, actually. Yeah, a mod list will follow once things settle down a bit. I'm not going to do it right now because things might change and stuff. And also, it's going to take hours to produce an actual list, so I didn't feel like doing that today. Right. Cross your toes and things. Evening Blossom, how's it going? It's be having you. Oh, friendly animals and plants. Interesting. Yeah. It's the game just doesn't feel well optimized for that setup. It feels tacked on no matter what you do with it, most of the survival stuff. Because part of it's the world design as well. Just the way the map is designed just doesn't support it that well. Because it wasn't designed to be a survival game.
1945.
It is what it is, that really, isn't it?
Grandfather, serving in the army, wondered when he'd get to go home to his wife and the son he'd never seen.
Yeah. I mean, I like shopping around for mods and finding stuff, but
when the US
at the same time, I know what I like and I don't. This is more heavily modded and further away from the base vanilla version than I would normally go. But I don't want to go too far away because primarily right now I do still want to play Fallout 4. I am kind of tempted by the idea of a nuclear winter type playthrough though, like a winterized version, maybe. But not here yet. Maybe one day.
Energy not as a weapon, but as a nearly limitless source of power. People enjoyed luxuries once thought the realm of science fiction. Domestic robots, fusion-powered cars, portable computers.
You know, Todd was talking recently about whether or not voice protagonists landed well with people and how mixed a bag it was. And yeah, I get it, and he is right, not everybody liked that. But like it or not, the two voice actors who did the protagonists in this absolutely fucking killed it. It might not be your thing, but they did an amazing job. That's a taste thing, not a quality of performance thing.
It is now the year 2077. We stand on the brink of total war. And I am afraid. For myself.
Yeah. I mean,
for my wife.
The question is, what might the drawbacks of it be, and why didn't they make the choices they chose not to make? There will be good reasons for it. Back at the time, Bethesda across their 4 sites have about 450-ish to 500 people now. But back 10 years ago when this came out, the number was noticeably smaller. So, mind you, they have more projects than ever going on now, which is part of the reason that things have slowed down a bit. Have I played the Whispering Hills horror mod? I have not. Horror mod's not my bag at all. No interest in going down that sort of road.
Now get ready and stop hogging the mirror.
Right.
Right. Do I want to actually use a different face or not? I don't know if I do. It's one I often go for. It usually ends up being a bit too close to Kellogg in some ways, though. It's got a hell of a chin. It's basically the same one as the first one, but ginger. It's got bits of Kellogg to it as well. I feel like it might be distantly related to Kellogg in some of these places. That's not terrible. That's actually not bad for a starting point. This is where my Fallout 76 character, or the Fallout 76 version of this face, that's where they started. I mean, they're a ghoul now, so that's kind of academic, isn't it? But still. Yeah, I think I can work with that. Chin is definitely too big.
You look as good as the day we met.
What do you think, hon? Roguishly handsome or handsomely roguish?
So handsome.
Pale, because I am pale as the driven snow, and characters need to look at least somewhat like me. Not much like, but...
Hon, you think my nose is too big?
yes, I do.
Such a cute nose.
And I could try changing the entire nose type, couldn't I? On Roman, aye, okay. That's not terrible.
What's different about you?
I'm undergoing some kind of magical plastic surgery right before your very eyes. That's what's different about me. That's...
clean up pretty nice.
I'll keep that as the same one, but I'll just adjust it a bit. Back a bit. Let's go to the extras. Aren't any blemishes. Remove, remove, remove. Remove. Remove, remove. So I can at least design it my own way without any major issues. Cool. It just still feels a bit big. Not
bad. Not bad.
Let's pull that down.
That's my handsome guy.
Looking good, if I do say so myself.
I was looking... Yeah, Xion has yours now.
I'll leave that where it is. No.
Yeah, not bad.
I do love those lips.
Yeah, about that.
Not bad. Not bad.
Hmm. Ears aren't big enough.
Oh, very strapping.
Forward type.
Well, hello, handsome.
Mind, I think. Weathered. Smooth. B.
That's the face I fell in love with.
Just stick with that. Let's give him some facial hair. Oh yeah, I forgot I got a whole load more that I didn't have before. Got to install a beard patch. Hmm. Yeah. Police station is hard work, isn't it? Hmm. What are you doing, right? It's the worst version of Captain Jack I've ever seen. Not a fan of that beard exactly, but it's not his face being slim as it is. Yeah, I don't know if I'm actually going to use any of these fancy mods or any of these modded beards anyway. Yeah, that's not so bad. Not mustache on there. Yeah. Funny feeling I might not actually in the end, but you never know. That's not bad actually. Still very ruddy in the face though. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Bit too pointy there. Hmm. I wonder if your beard grows during 200 years of cryostasis. I'm assuming not. I mean, IRL definitely not, because you'd just be dead, but, you know. Gettysburg Mutton Stash Patch. Still not quite really where I want it. And we're back to the ordinary ones. The one I was leaning towards was Street Brawler. It just kind of works, I think.
What do you think, hon?
Yep, after all that.
Your eyes. That's the reason I said yes when you asked me out.
What do you think, hon?
Oh, it's not
Roguishly
bad.
handsome or handsomely roguish?
Your eyes. They're one of my
I'm not
favorite
shrewd
things
at the
in
moment. That's definitely not the way I want to go, though. Shifty.
Looking good, if I do say so myself.
So handsome.
It's the one wide. I'm not sure if I do want that particular one.
I clean up pretty nice.
Such pretty eyes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for that one. And then I think take the brow up just a little bit.
Yeah, not bad.
Make them little. Nah, I'm not still not happy with that.
Xion totally has your eyes.
Eyes are hard work. Should we just stare at them for too long?
Yeah.
Woman's not good at it. It's kind of leaning back and then looking at them in the context of the wider face is
Your
the
eyes.
thing.
That's the reason I said yes when you asked me out.
Not bad. Not bad.
No.
Xion totally has your eyes.
Well, hello, handsome.
Yeah, I'll stick in with that.
Your eyes. They're one of my
I think I
favorite
can work
things
with that.
about you.
I clean up
That's better, I
pretty
think.
nice.
You have great lips. You know that?
Somewhat workable. Oh, yeah. A neck beard. What would I look like with a mustache? Scruffy. Is there a more? Is that a more hairstyles one? I have a more hairstyles and a more beard one. I should check out the hairstyles. Although I got a funny feeling I won't be going far with it. Yeah, down at the bottom. So these are the base game ones. And then somewhere here we start getting into other ones. That's definitely not it. Makes him look like he's got a huge face there. Nah. Asphalt stripes kind of works. Clear casual range. I actually kind of like that in a way. Not sure I like it on this guy. It's not bad actually. Oh, the problem is I designed the face around a particular hairstyle, and now he doesn't have that hairstyle. It's like, is that right anymore? I could always make some modifications. There were some of these longer ones, he reminds me of somebody, and I don't know who it is, and that sets some alarm bells off. Yeah. Yeah, most of the eyes are a bit weird. Never really happy with the eyes in this game. Encourage clean. Nah, not quite. I came across anything cool enough. I suppose I could just go, yep, and then tweak the face to match it. But I think this mod, incidentally, is part of the mod collection that comprises that's not terrible. Comprises Fallout London. I think that might be it. Candidate, Ranger. deal there, I know.
You have such a strong chin.
Some of the scars are workable, some of them really, really ain't. But anything on there's only really one on the chin, isn't there? Which I would like one down there. That one.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, quite the way I wanted to see, didn't it? Controls are always a bit weird for scars and the like, I find. It's just not quite intuitive, yeah? That's the one.
As handsome as the day we met.
No dirt. I thought there was supposed to be dirt in there. Maybe I misremember that. I'll remember it somewhere else. Right. I'm not going to do a great deal to change Nora's look, but we'll see what we can do. Survival mode, kind of Pharaoh. We're going to use it as the basis for something. I'm not actually going to play survival mode, but he just looks a bit too happy there. Anything that's just better than the base one for starters? I don't suppose we have, from what I remember. No. Not bad. That is. Something with the unlady like anyway. Kind of know where I want to go with that, I think. That one. I want the unladylike with something shaved on it on the side. It's reminding me of a bass player. He has awesome hair, so. I think I've probably already seen my best bet there. Double check. Where's the original one? I don't know. Whatever.
I have the best hairdresser, I swear.
Uh-huh. Yeah, my things moved over.
I still got it.
Yep, my headphones have gone to sleep because it's too quiet. Today? Oh, no, that's Rhine Orbiter. Right.
Let me just slide in here.
And for a bit more roundness in her face.
Okay.
What does he need? I could obsess over this way too much, but I'm not going to much more. Right.
Just another minute, I swear.
There's something different. What is it?
I clean up pretty nice.
He still looks a little too nice back there, but I don't think he stays looking that way when he's actually out and about. I can always change more later, can't I, if it annoys me. As for her, she needs... just a bit more roundedness in her cheeks.
As beautiful as the day we met.
That'll leap. I did already do the body, didn't I? Good. Cool. Right, rock and roll then. I can work with that. Just realised I haven't thought of a bloody name for him. Right, well I can walk, so it's not the worst thing that's happened yet. Right, mod config. Survival options, let's start there and then I don't accidentally die. Right, don't want carry weight reduction on, don't want damage and over encumbered. I do want fast travel. Companion auto, you know, that's fine. Actually no, we'll have that on. Don't really want that. Yeah. Hunger options, no thank you. Thirst, no thank you. Because I really don't like the way it actually works. Sleep options, no thank you. Fatigue and disease, no. Combat, there we go. This is where we're getting interesting. I may have to fine-tune this later, but this means I do a lot more damage, and so does everybody else. So it's going to make this way more dangerous. Don't really need to worry about all of that, do I? Save options. Save hotkey. I'm going to need one of those because I can't re-enable quick saves, which is a bit annoying. Yeah, let's do that. Eight saves. Yeah, level up save I'll leave there. Out of combat save, let's have that. What's the save? Yeah. Have saves on. I'll push those up to where's my thing? 15 minutes. Nope, come on. There we go. Right. So that should have that set up. Right, that one can go away. We're recalling in the mod menu. Immersive hard. Let's do some stuff with that. Don't need those. Can stay like that, I think. Compass on during combat, off whilst aiming. On while the weapon's drawn, yeah. On while sneaking, off while sprinting, that's fine. Health on in combat, off whilst aiming, yes. On while weapon drawn, on while sneaking as well, I think. Yeah. That should be fine. Action points, off while sprinting, on in combat, or below, 75%. Playtime, power armor hard, I want that always on. Active effects, always on. Actually, always on. Stealth indicator, always on. Enemy health. Yeah, always on, I think, for now, because ammo count. Toggle combat. Explosive grenade, toggle combat. Cool. And that should be about right. Haha. Reminds me, I do need to put subtitles on, don't I? Cool. Settings. Audio subtitles here? No, they're not. Ooh, there's some things I need to look at. This is on up. This is on up. There. Seem to recall that gets rather loud, so play subtitles here. Dialogue's on, general off. That should be fine, I think. Cool. Right. We're actually ready to go, I think. Cool. Let's drop a save. And push on. Let's go turn that bloody radio off. Can't sprint in here, can I? Shut up. Right.
Good morning, sir. Your coffee. 173.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Brewed to perfection. And today's newspaper just delivered.
Excellent.
Grognak the Barbarian in the Jungle of the Bat Babies. My favorite.
I want to know what the hell that comic is A, made out of, and B, stuck to this surface with, that it survived a nuclear war, a nuclear bomb going off, and then 210 years sat on that counter.
More of the same. Sugar bombs. 100% daily value of sugar.
Oh, sounds like someone made a statement. I shall attend to young Xion.
You know, I was nervous.
Nuka-Cola.
But
Ice cold.
It's really good with Xion.
But then we're looking at a cold front coming down from Canada, making
There's the car.
dry for next week's Halloween festivities.
Coffee tastes funny. Stop making it with clown piss, then.
But also appear our troops stationed overseas are experiencing some unusual weather as well.
Just a thought.
The nights are cold, unseasonably so for Southeast Asia. But for the
Low degree.
as comfortable as an autumn jamboree.
Good old USA.
All the easier for our mechanized Hellcats to drive any screaming commie memes.
Can you get that? It's probably that salesman. He comes for you every day.
So,
Good morning. Vault-Tec Calling.
good morning, Todd. I mean, Rep. So, as you can see, I've modded it so that I can actually see A, what the responses are, and B, don't have to have the circular thing. It's a bit more traditional. Still the same set of responses, but it's better. There's a couple of mods that do this, and one of them broke things.
Hello?
This works quite well, though. Let's be nice to the guy.
Good morning.
Isn't it? Just look at that sky out there. You can't begin to know how happy I am to finally speak with you. I've been trying for days.
Still convinced that's
It's a
modelled
matter
on
of
Todd Howard.
utmost urgency, I assure you.
Particularly around the jaw. What's the point? Glad you caught up with me. Maybe I don't want to talk to you. I'm here now. What's so important?
What's so important?
Why, nothing less than your entire future.
Yeah,
If you haven't noticed, sir,
to a certain extent, yeah.
this country has gone to heck in a handbasket. If you'll excuse my language. The big kaboom is... It's inevitable, I'm afraid. And coming sooner than you may think. If you catch my meaning. Now, I know you're a busy fellow, so I won't take up much of your time. Time being a...
Evening, Steve.
a precious commodity.
You missed all the character creations.
That
Probably did
because
yourself a
of your
favour.
family service to our country, you have been pre-selected for entrance into the local vault. Vault 111.
Well, let's go with that one.
But there's room for my entire family, right?
Of course. Of
Doesn't look quite so
course.
happy now.
Minus your robot, naturally. In fact, you're already cleared for entrance. It's just a matter of verifying some information. Don't want there
I
to be
want to
any
know
holdups
where
in
he
the
goes.
unforeseen event of total
6
atomic
parts.
annihilation.
Well, I've sunk most of one, and I'm going to go and get another in a minute. It is my first of the day, though, this one, so there is that. It's my first in a couple of weeks, actually. Where does the Vault-Tec rep go? So we know he comes back later. He's a ghoul, so he survives the bomb, and he's fairly out in the open and has not long done a 180 from the gate when the bomb actually detonates. So he can't have gotten far. So where did he ride out the explosion? I'm wondering if he managed to make it back down to Sanctuary Hills, and then one of the other residents went, "Get in my root cellar with me. We're not in the vault either. You can shelter with us," unlike the start of the series. And he did, but he was the only one who survived the inevitable radiation leakage in the cellar. That's my guess, because I don't think he could have got much further than that. Yeah, the bunker in Sanctuary Hills. He certainly can't have gone any further. I don't remember having a conversation with him about it, so that's what I'm guessing. Tell me more about this vault.
Tell me more about this vault.
Oh, it has all the amenities.
There's one
of a
reason I like
modern home, I assure you.
voice protagonists, though.
Not to mention
I don't have to read the
total protection
lines.
from nuclear radiation and hostile mutants. A better future underground. It's not only our mission, it's our passion.
Sure, let's take come back another time. Can't wait for the world to end. I'm almost tempted to be sarcastic, but in the light of what actually happened, you know what? That just makes it that much more ironic.
No, I can't wait for the world to end.
Ha ha! That's the spirit. Now, let's see.
Yeah, everybody does end up dead there. He must have got somewhere with just enough shelter to survive the initial blast and burning heat wave. But obviously there wasn't enough time for him to get much further, so... Yeah, experiments are cool. I already know what I'm doing here, by the way, so that's going to save a bit of hassle. I've got it written down over there. It's not the full spread, but it's most of it. That's correct, isn't it? Yes. Now I'm going to need a name, aren't I? Sweet, I didn't think about that. Yeah. Do I want Codsworth to say my name? Do I care if Codsworth says my name that much? Not really, to be honest. Not really. Quick scroll through some of the ideas I've got written over here. I know what I did last time, so I'm not going to do that. Probably not any of those. They're a bit... Somewhere in here I've got more notes. I have many notes. I've got by many notes. There we are. Would have forgotten what I was going to do. I don't think I've got any other further back here, have I? Decisions. Got a quick idea, but I don't think this is going to get me any further than I already was. Hang on. Hmm. No, I don't think it did. Yeah, that's the one thing I always struggle with the most. Coming up with a character name. Do I have any ideas on notes here? I think I do I? I have some over there, though. Oh, just shit. Okay. Hmm. Dear. Then to drop intelligence to 3 and take it savant. That's not a bad way of going. I'm not that desperately inclined. I've done it before, but yeah, it doesn't really land with me. I have one other idea. Let me just quickly check a thing. This is going to take a minute. Anyway, while I wait for this to boot up, let's do a quick thing. I will put a little bit of tunes on, and I'm going to run and get myself another beer while I wait for my computer to wake up. Won't be a second. Yeah, give me 30 seconds or so. But, yeah, 30 seconds. Right then. Just try not to spill it. Right, things have woken up. Good. Right. You know what? I actually kind of like that. I think I've got an answer. Knew this was worthwhile. Right then. Just check I don't regret that decision. Okay, yeah, I knew there was something about it. Maybe works a little bit too well. We're going to go with his army nickname, which also then is a really bad sign because they're called butcher birds for their habit of impaling things. But did I spell that right, didn't I? My brain isn't looking at that in that font. Doesn't look like the spelling's right. Which, knowing me, yeah, no, that's correct. Knowing me, checking that is always wise. Never been my strong suit.
Wonderful. That's everything. Just gonna walk this
Lockwood.
over to the vault.
That's not a bad name.
Congratulations on being prepared for the future.
Thanks again.
Hey, it's peace of mind. That's worth a little paperwork, right?
For you and Xion, no price is too high.
Not quite sure I like where that's going,
I have
Steve.
my moments.
Vault-Tec announced a
Mr. Shrike, Xion has been changed.
Oh, it is in there.
Absolutely refuses
Wasn't
to
expecting
hold
that.
out. I think he needs some of
At
the
all.
maternal affection you seem to be so good at.
You heard Codsworth. Go on.
There's one thing I noticed while I was messing around with mods that I really don't like, though. Her elbow, it looks fucking horrible and weird there. Doesn't look so bad from this angle. Not as bad, anyway. But around the back there, there's something funky going on with that. Right. Let's go in the world.
How are the two most important men in my life doing? Spin the mobile a bit. He loves that.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? I spin the mobile and the world ends. It drops nuclear bombs on us all. You'd like that, wouldn't you? How many do-overs have I done? How many times have I restarted is not something I could possibly answer. I did 2 different characters during the course of modding just to
After breakfast,
make sure things
I was thinking
functioned.
We could head to the park for a bit. Weather should hold up.
On several occasions, they did not. Missed the World Series? Sounds like fun. What to do? Yeah, let's go with sounds like fun. That's the option to go with if you're playing the female character, because it's actually funny. If they're implying that that's the night that Xion came into being. But it works better when she says it.
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Sir, Mum, you should come and see this.
Codsworth, what's wrong?
followed by yes, followed by flashes, blinding flashes, sounds of explosions. We're trying to get confirmation.
What?
We seem to have lost
What did
contact
he
with our
say?
affiliate stations.
Oh,
We do have coming in. That's confirmed reports. I repeat,
Oh, but it looks a little better at that
reports
angle.
of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania. My God.
Oh my God.
We need to get to the vault. Now!
I've got.
Look the way the door opens
Let's
on its
go.
own to strongly hint you need to leave.
Codsworth, stay safe, buddy.
And your family as well, sir? Oh, my.
Got to take a minute to actually say something to him, because normally we can run away and leave him.
If you are registered, evacuate to Vault.
Have you ever seen what happens if you don't make a dash for the vault? Or if you try and go any other direction than this way? The bomb goes off a little bit sooner.
Just help me pack it up.
So yeah, one of the two things I'm tempted to do is either a very, very overgrown, forested version of Fallout 4 one day, maybe. Or maybe
Okay. I'm reporting this.
Or maybe a frost type one, or a nuclear winter vibe one, snow one.
We're gonna die out here.
We need to get in. We're on
Yes,
the
yes,
list.
you are.
Infant, adult male, adult female.
We're not
in the Okay, Vault go ahead.
program.
Thank you.
Good luck, ma'am.
You two follow
God
me.
help us
Come
all.
on.
What's gonna happen to all those people
We're
outside the
doing
gate?
everything we can. Now keep moving.
Vertibird.
Step on the platform in the center.
And here we go.
Almost there. We're gonna be okay. I love you. Both of you.
We love you too.
Remember seeing that for the first time, and it was epic first time round. I mean, in terms of flying debris, ducking would actually help. There's slightly less chance of getting hit by a flying log and impaled or something that... Yeah, not a good idea to look at it.
We did.
Mind you, by the time you know looking in that direction is a bad idea, it's either too late or not a problem for the most part. You'll either be looking at the flash at the time, or the flash will be over. Either way.
Vault 111.
The whole decision-making process is rather academic on that.
So we just...
Yes, up the stairs.
I can't believe it. If we left a minute later...
No,
We'd all
don't
be-
get caught up thinking about that. You're safe now.
Vault-Tec is here for you.
Well, technically, as if we'd left a minute later, because we were the ones who decided when the lift went down. You could have died on the surface, literally at the entrance to the vault.
Female and
This one's good.
this way, please. Step over to the table, take a seat.
You'll need your suits before
Thanks.
we can take you further.
What now?
Just follow the doctor here. He'll show you
Teleported
where to go.
around me.
All right, you three. Follow me.
See?
Come on then, Doc Weirdo.
Welcome.
This is our new home.
Pick up a suit right
I read a note today where somebody was pointing out, isn't it weird that everybody's clothes, pre-war clothes, vanish?
Here you are.
Yeah, everybody gets changed into vault suits and stuff,
Everything we have.
but
Mother and father down in DC.
where did their clothes
How
go?
long do you think we'll
I can only assume that in the months following the initial sealing of the vault, the
few medical items we
staff who were on site before they eventually left must have incinerated them all, but or gotten rid of them somehow.
Is comfortable.
prepared for the future, right?
Such a lovely family you have. I hope you'll see this as your new home.
Just step in here and put your vault suit on.
Who's my little guy? I'm not going far. I'll just be over there.
There he is. See? Daddy's not going far.
All set? Just step inside and put on your vault suit.
Definition of far, I think, at that point. So, following all of this, we'll be wearing an old, a not new version of the vault suit. Where did the dirt come from, I wonder?
Relax.
It's been in the pod the
Time for a
whole
new life.
200 years,
Resident secure.
210.
Occupant vitals normal. Procedure complete. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No changing cubicles? No. Just tackle out in front of all the neighbours. This is where the mods should start kicking in. Or the visual ones, anyway.
Cryogenic phases suspended.
This is the one. Here.
Killer. You piece of shit.
Are we okay?
Almost. Everything's gonna be fine.
Gun's a bit suspicious. You got a bit.
I got him.
Before we go, I will look into it once.
I'm not giving you time.
God damn it. Get the kid out of here. Let's go. At least we still have the backup.
Using mod to skip all this. I thought about that, but I was like, yeah, well, I don't do it that often, so why not? Is the game lagging on my on the old patch? No, don't have any major lag issues. If I run around a bit, it's not as neat and smooth as I'd like it to be, but that's probably partly due to mods as much as the new update. But in general, it's not lagging, no. But, yeah, we are on the newest version. I'll need to tweak things and adjust them once the next few updates come out. The next few days, next week, and then next month. But
Come on! There has to be a release! Come on, come on, come on! Oh, God!
I feel like that should be the other way up.
I'll find who did this, and I'll get Xion back. I promise.
There we go. So it begins. 4070, nice. Way ahead of me there. So, nice shiny 2080 Ti. GPUs is expensive. Well, need a whole new PC really, but they're bloody expensive. So the question is, do I switch into a clean vault suit or not? Probably not, actually. Now, external activation at some stage resulted in everybody suffocating inside their pods. At some stage being about 60 years ago.
Malfunction in emergency exit door override. Please contact your Vault-Tec maintenance representative for service.
I don't know, want no Vault-Tec maintenance dude servicing me, thank you very much. The entrance of the Pridwin is definitely the best faction introduction ever, for sure. So I definitely agree with that. Todd is a big fan of the beginning of Fallout 3 as being the strongest, in his view, start to a Bethesda game. I don't know how I feel on that. I don't know. It's a strong contender. Actually, there's a mattress there, huh? Looking grubby AF. Check through here nearly every time I start a new game and there's never anything in there, and I never remember that. Such is the way. It slightly got me. Yep, even rad roaches are considerably more dangerous right now.
Where is everyone?
Yeah, rad roaches have ripped half my health away. Adrenaline's increasing my damage. Staying awake, getting more kills will increase it, sleeping or reduce it. I should probably turn that off. Given everything else I'm doing. I think I'd run with murdered, personally, Cash. Ultimately, they're all different names for that thing.
Nice. Coming back later for you.
Looks like we're not getting lucky today. First save I did while I was testing my builds, I got a Vault-Tec Labs coat in one of those. Blah blah blah, get everybody inside. Stay in place until you get the all clear or the mandatory shelter periods up. The overseer decided not to open the doors even though the end of the mandatory shelter period was coming up. And the food started running out. He was like, well, if I open the door we all die to the hostile wasteland and radiation. If I don't open the door, we all starve in here, and they ended up staff mutinied against him, so... The system's glitched a bit. Right. Luck is only 2. Well, I had the same amount of luck on the first time. It took me a little bit longer to get that in place then. Give him run straight to Red Rocket, grab dog meat and get him to fetch it for you. I don't know if I can, because I do have the unofficial patch installed, so it's possible that that might not be doable.
Is this all that's left?
Now this door's open. Now the overseer's evacuation tunnel's been opened. I assume that's what what made the difference. So there's another option that makes any sense, really. Diving in there, it's full of water and probably won't go very well for me. I think it's full of water, isn't it? I can't remember. Take the Pip-Boy. Yeah, you can tell him to go and pick stuff up in general for you, and he'll take the cryolator right out of the case. It was a bug that was discovered very, very quickly on and after the game came out. That one, no? And here we go. So this does all, you may notice, look a little bit weird. It's because one of the mods I've got on increases the clarity and reduces the fog. And it does kind of change the atmosphere in here a little bit during the vault opening, which is not quite ideal, really. But it's worth it for everything else, so. So it's a bit too bright down there. I kind of enjoy doing that. Hey, Dangy Doug, what do you think of the new Steam console? I I'm not quite sure what to make of it, to be honest. It sits in a weird place. It's obviously got way more oomph than the current generation of consoles do. I don't need to change any of that, do I? No. Yeah, it's got way more kick to it and way more power than the current generation does, but its RAM in particular struck me as weirdly low. Steam are claiming it will play just about anything, and given the specs they're claiming it will play it at, I'm just like, something doesn't quite add up there. But on the other hand, it's not aimed at hardcore gamers, was a very good point that I read recently somebody made. And, or, you know, hardcore PC gamer types. It's aimed at a different market. So, and it's designed for that market, which makes a lot of sense when you think about it. So yeah, whether or not it'll take off or not, I don't know. So there we go, a stark and more, well yeah, just a stark looking version of the game world. So one of the mods I've got redoes the textures of a lot of the game world. I don't like the rocks. They are way too sharp. Everything was way too sharp originally, but I found another add-on that kind of took the edge off that a bit. But the rocks still remain a bit too sharp. But yeah, it's kind of very, very stark, this particular look. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that so far. How you doing, Justin? And I could, if I want to go back to the vault, look at this go. Oh, fuck no, I'm going back down there. Sod it. It doesn't really align with the father who's just discovered his... I think his son's just been kidnapped, anyway. $1,300 hours in the game. I must be somewhere up there, I don't know. Across, like, PlayStation and here. I couldn't look it up, though. It's so widely distributed across multiple platforms. You know, I feel like that sometimes, sticking a switchblade in my computer. Really need that, do I? Yeah. 76 was a lot darker at launch, although it's starting to creep back towards that way. Next month's update will make the nights darker again, amongst other things. So yeah, we've got a slight bit of judderiness when I sprint. It's not too bad here, but occasionally it does get a bit much. I'll pull back some of the textures a bit so it's not so bad. The mud's quite good. The mud really reminds me of festival mud, in that it's usually got really recently fresh grass underneath it that's quite long, and then it gets slick with mud, so it's all bound together, and that texture really kind of makes me think of that. Am I going to do a solo run? What companions will I get? Well, I'll probably pick up most of the companions. I will likely send them... Well, I'll meet them. Whether or not I'll bring them with me, I don't know. Dog meat is probably going to be my primary choice. Beyond that, I don't think I will have many companions with me. This is a high difficulty playthrough. So, companions are probably going to be a liability more than a help, really, at this point. Taking some radiation now. Before we push on any further, let's head out into the light, and then you can see how my vault suit looks in this. Because it's definitely a bit sharper, and textures have been improved. It's a bit of a weirdly small and skinny vibe in third person. We should have made him a bit bigger. Oh well, it's fine. It is, yeah. 76 was too dark at launch. I do have some concerns that they might end up taking it too far back in that direction with what they're doing at the moment, but they're not there yet, so.
Yes.
Ooh, that's an interesting set of stuff. So, what have we got? Clean grey suit, no damage protection, gives me a charisma buff. Don't think I'm going to go for that right now. I'll keep it. Anyway, perks. What perks am I going to do first? So with some of the stuff I saw, I look like a Mormon in that suit. I look like I'm going to a wedding in a grey suit. But I do see what you're saying, Noel. Beard's a little bit too aggressive for a Mormon, I think. Yeah, one of the things I saw about the settings I've got on the survival mode thing is that suddenly combat perks are slightly less valuable because damage up has been increased so much by everybody that you really don't need them quite so much. You're already going to be doing that, so I'm still going to take them, of course, but they're just not quite as urgent a priority. To which end, when I remember how to actually move this, I think I'm going to go locksmith first. Because being able to pick locks is going to be handy right now. Did I get that? I did, right. Oh, it's already equipped, that's why it's doing that. You're doing your own modded playthrough. I would say give it a little while with all the patches and stuff coming at the moment. Unless you really just want to deal with the consequences of trying to mod at the time patches are coming in, which, to be fair, is what I've just bitten the bullet and decided to do. I wouldn't really say it was the smartest decision ever, though. But otherwise, modded playthroughs are great. Playing Sheriff or a Demon style, I will lean towards being goody two-shoes, generally. Over being a psycho. I always felt if I was going to play a more brutal character, which I don't think I could really bring myself to do anyway, I'd play as Nora, or a variation of, and have her go Institute. As in, this is a wounded mother who's lost her child who is going to do anything and fuck up anybody to get her kid back, including siding with the Institute. But I'm not doing that today.
Got it.
One of the things that always has bugged me about this game is that pipe weapons, especially pipe pistols, are borderline useless. Because you leave the vault with a 10mm and tons of ammo for it that is way better than a pipe pistol would ever be. So there's just kind of no need to use a pipe pistol. When you... Ooh. Yeah, that's what I get for not paying enough attention. Hurt in this playthrough. So I caught the beginning of No Respawn stream earlier on, and one of the things he was talking about was a mod to remove the XP you get from crafting and settlement building, so you don't over level when you're spending ages building up your settlements. And I thought this was a good idea. I was on the fence about it, but given the type of playthrough we're in, yes, 5 bobby pins, that's a win. At this stage, anyway. Given the type of, this is a particularly dangerous playthrough that we're doing, I felt that really kind of fits with what we're doing a bit more. So I grabbed it on. I grabbed a mod that does that.
Nice.
Speaking of pointless pipe pistols, controls just a little bit different to 76, and my brain is not quite on fire with them yet. Right, one next door to us is the next stop, isn't it? Keep missing him as watching other channels when he's live. Yeah, he's been going live on Sunday evenings, hasn't he? I wanted blue dress, so we could go that way, but I don't think it will. Got a tuxedo. Let's see how we're looking at tux. Wanted blue dress? Not really. Grey suit. So it is a little bit Mormon, isn't it? Some glasses on. Really doesn't make much difference, actually. Not as much as I thought. Tuxedo. Perception and charisma up one. Not the worst idea ever. Honestly, rad resist is nice to have, but this one's slightly grubby. You can see, particularly around the waist, that there's a bit of ground in dirt. And I'm always wondering, where did that dirt come from? By the time I've gotten down here and had a rummage through half the buildings, okay, now I know, but prior to that, because it's on there when you're actually in the vault as well, where the heck did this dirt and soil come from on your clothes when you've been in a cryo chamber for the last 100 years? 210, isn't it? Anyway, you get my point. Oh, yeah. Do I stick with the same HUD colour? Yeah, I think I probably will. Pip-Boy's going to have to change that. As much as I prefer... Well, I'm not sure how I feel about a black and white Pip-Boy. It is quite easy to see that way. More importantly, it puts out white light that way. And the green stylized Pip-Boy light is just not enough. That's everything, isn't it? Yeah. A little less danger. It really does change the look quite a lot, and it's quite aggressively kind of bright and white in some ways. Ooh. So even as I've got the damage going up, one of the mods I have adjusts NPC accuracy. So enemies that it doesn't make sense for them to be ridiculously accurate will be less accurate, like bugs and raiders who are hopped up on chems all the time, things like that. Conversely, however, trained soldiers and fighters like the Brotherhood of Steel or the Gunners, more accurate. And synths, who are literally engineered killing machines, that it is assumed, or the mod assumes, probably have some kind of inbuilt VAT equivalent. They are very fucking dangerous. Ooh, 10 mil down there. It's better than I normally get. I normally just find a pipe pistol down there. So yeah, it kind of offsets the fact that I've got the damage numbers cranked. Tommy Gunner tuxedo. Not sure I'd really want to go that way for this playthrough. But I do see where you're going. Gangster playthrough would be fun. That's it. There's a lot of 10mm pistols kicking around this neighbourhood. Oh, there's a green dress. This tree trunk I always struggle with. Ollie. Same name as my cat. Though that's a little bit different. Speaking of, where is she? She's asleep in the corner. All right. I'll try and pick and choose a little bit as to what I pick up here. Stuff that will have a function rather than stuff that won't. Possibly where the Vault-Tec rep survived. Well.
Sweet.
Can't think of anywhere else that could have survived. He did well to make it from here to Good Neighbour, though, to be fair to the guy. It's quite an achievement, really. What have I just kicked? Oh, nothing. Nearly done with grabbing all the loose, valuable scrap from Sanctuary, or most of it, anyway. And every time I come out of the vault and I pick that first bottle cap up by the vault entrance, that little hut, I always think I should put it aside somewhere as the first cap I ever got, but I never do. Picked up a whole bunch of suits. Next house. This one, if I recall, came to a little trouble. Nice. Not so nice. Fire before it can. Food faster, dude. Given that rad roaches can fairly quickly kill me with this setup, I'd rather those guys didn't get their shots off before me. The bloke flies.
Got it.
My theory now is more that he turned around and legged it back and just happened to meet a kindly soul who invited him to join them in there. And he just got fucking lucky, but I don't know. I think that's more likely than he knew about some random person's root cellar around the back of their house. And exactly which house it was, especially if that person wasn't in the... may or may not have been in the Vault program. If they were, then I suppose it's possible he might have known about it from conversations during their getting it. If this was the home of one of the people who did get into the vault, though, I suppose during conversations around them buying their space, if they bought through him, which they probably did, then it might have been, oh, well, we've got a root cellar and we can shelter in there, and he talked them into buying a space in the vault because it was going to be more effective than sheltering in their own little cellar. Rightly so. But out of desperation, he ran there, he remembered it and ran there at the last minute. That's also potentially plausible, especially as there's only one bed in there. But also, Codsworth doesn't mention him being here, so... That's a thing. A factor. I don't think there's much down here to pick up, is there? No, not really. So I usually make my home in this building, because all the benches are here and stuff, but I think I might go with the old pre-war home and rebuild the house out to be my post-war abode. Make sure it's kitted out with stuff. This time round, just because I don't normally do that, you know. Something about the spice of life and all that. Antibiotics. There's a survival mode thing that I kind of don't need. Clean blue suit. Never really liked blue suits myself. Alright. Can go in there. Those can go in there. I'll sell them eventually. Actually, no, they probably don't want to go in there. Things I want to keep. Clean grey suit. Glasses. Tuxedo. No, not on the bot suits really. Those good. Melons. I think I need that. Just in case I am wrong. And I'll dump some other stuff in my house in a bit if there is a box there. Alright, we'll go and talk to Codsworth in just one moment. After I have dealt with the other inevitable side effect of having a few beers, which is a need to visit the lavatory. Oh, the rep mentions Codsworth, does he? That rings a bell, actually, now you mention it, no? There could be reasons for that. Codsworth's not running at 100%. It just doesn't come up in conversation, really. And, yeah, those are the two big ones that I've got right now. Anyway, won't be a moment. It's right there. It won't be long. This time I'll remember to turn the microphone off so you don't have to listen to me pee. Right, I'm back. Too far from the blast to be killed by it, but the radiation itself did the job on everybody else except for him who mutated. That kind of does make some sense. It's the simplest possible answer, and to be honest, the least interesting one. He probably had to shack up somewhere, though, didn't he? Well, I mean, he did have to find somewhere to put a roof over his head and his head down on occasion and stuff, so... Got fed up with... Yeah, so it sounds like he did hang around Sanctuary for a while then, doesn't it? If he got fed up, had time to actually get fed up with somebody, then he must have been there for an extended period. Anyway, let's go Natter to Kodzie.
As I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
I do feel like these hedges are not quite as well maintained as they should be, given that Codsworth has been here doing the work. Codsworth, what happened to the world? You're still here, so other people could be alive as well. My god, they did it. Those bastards really did it. Everything's dead. God, this can't be happening. This isn't happening. Well, that really tracks with a guy who was a soldier. Like, that fits, I think, to me, given that his service was in this time period. I kind of like the idea he's angry, a bit angry rather than soft. I might go with that one. Well, he's programmed to be like old-fashioned British style, isn't he? Or at least what Americans think of as old-fashioned British style.
Everything's dead.
Everything's dead? Ah, yes, the garden. The posies have been problematic, I admit. Ah, if only the missus were here to help. Where is she, by the by?
They came into the vault, maybe they saw them, armed, wearing strange outfits, in a better place. They killed her. She can't be dead. She can't be. I'm in a dream. I'm in a bad dream. Yeah, the bright light behind me is kind of shadowing my face quite a lot, which is a bit unfortunate, but yeah. I don't think I want to go with something too extreme. Can the cat get out? Yes, she can. They came into the vault. Maybe you saw them on strange outfits.
Came into the vault. Maybe you saw them, armed, wearing strange outfits.
Only Miss Rose's boy running around in his Halloween costume more than a week early. I swear, the nerve of that woman leaving her brat unsupervised. Ha ha, not like this family, sir. You and the missus have always been such a responsible couple.
River Barkeep, good.
She, by the by.
Not in Good Springs, he's in Good Neighbor. Good Springs is the other game. But, yeah. Okay, now we're going to have to go with Kilda.
They killed her.
Sir, these things you're saying, these terrible things, I believe you need a distraction. Yes, a distraction to calm this dire mood. It's been ages since we've had a proper family activity. Checkers, or perhaps charades. Xion does so love that game.
Bethesda stroke Fallout stroke small town America do tend to have a bit of an overlapping nomenclature, shall we say, in there. So variations on a theme in names is definitely a thing. Have you seen Xion? Well, I think we've established that already, really, haven't we? Xion's been kidnapped. I'm going to find him and get my son back. He's gone. Somebody saw, yeah, the angry one. He's gone. God damn it! Someone took him. Someone stole my son.
He's gone. God damn it! Someone took him. Someone stole my son.
It's worse than I thought.
Quite angry enough there, I feel.
Suffering from hunger-induced paranoia. Not eating properly for 200 years will do that.
Definitely left the optimism settings too high. 200 years? What? Doesn't matter how long it's been. Fine. But don't tell me what's going on. 200 years? That's insane. That's not possible. I wasn't out for that long. Not 200 years. I'm going to go with the top one, I think. No, not possible.
No. No, that's not possible. I wasn't out for that long. Not 200 years.
Yeah, about that.
A bit over 210, actually, sir. Or give or take a little, for the Earth's rotation and some minor dings to the old chronometer. That means you're 2 centuries late for dinner. Perhaps I can whip you up a snack? You must be famished.
Yeah, it's all a bit weird. That line does make a little, yeah, well, no sense actually, because I don't know what time exactly it's common to play charades in the US. I'd guess Christmas and maybe Thanksgiving, but both of those have yet to happen in Sean's life when you run to the vault, because it was about a year since he was conceived, which means he's probably about 3 months old-ish when the bombs drop. That tracks. And he would maybe react to seeing his parents waving around and making weird noises, but why would they be playing charades? It's just a bit weird timing. You're a little... there we go, persuasion option. Gotta do that one.
Codsworth, you're acting a little weird. What's wrong?
Oh, sir, it's been just horrible. 2 centuries with no one to talk to, no one to serve. I spent the first 10 years trying to keep the floors waxed, but nothing gets out nuclear fallout from vinyl wood. Oh, nothing. And don't get me started.
I do love this dialogue, though.
Of dusting a collapsed house. And the car. How do you polish rust?
That is one of my favourite lines in the entire freaking game. Stay with me, focus, stop it, get to the point. Focus, what do you know? Stop it, get to the point.
Stop it. Get to the point.
I'm afraid I don't know anything, sir. The bombs came and all of you left in such a hurry. I thought for certain you and your family were dead.
Codsworth's voice acting is absolutely...
I did find this holotape. I believe the missus was going to present it to you as a surprise.
Yeah, becomes better voices, Miss Anderson shit. That would be cool, yeah. I'll type what's on it. Thank you. So that's what's left. Or just something. I'll type what's on it.
A holotape? What's on it?
I believe it's a private message for you. My etiquette protocols would not permit me to play it for myself. Any standard holotape reading device should be able to play it back. Oh, like that Pip-Boy on your arm. That should work brilliantly. Now, enough feeling sorry for myself. Shall we search the neighborhood together? The missus and young
Matt Berry did a great job to one. Yes, he very, very much did. I strongly agree with you there. That scene was... it captured the humour of particularly moments in Fallout 4 absolutely perfectly. There are elements, and I wonder what the reaction to the Fallout show is like from people who aren't familiar with the series, because I've never spoken to anybody who isn't familiar with the series to find out. I could see them being a bit like, this is weird and goofy and I don't quite get it. But yeah, I think for me, they absolutely nailed it. And there's always that element of, oh dear, they're turning a book into a movie or a series, or a game into a movie or series, especially games. And 9 out of 10 of them don't land. So having this one be one that did is satisfying and a relief at the same time. Can't wait for the next series. Have you seen anything dangerous? I already looked, then I have you seen anything dangerous?
Have you seen anything dangerous?
Oh, just the usual, sir. Pesky neighborhood dogs and mosquitoes. Shall I investigate?
You haven't seen it yet, no? You should. Impressively good. There's a couple of bits that are a bit weird, but... mosquitoes, yeah. Well, the fucking bloat flies that are awful. There's nothing left here. It's all gone. I already looked. They're not here.
Codsworth, I already looked. They're not here.
Then They're really gone, aren't they?
The textures where the texture on the back there where they the light hits it and the upscaled vault suit textures look so much better. I need your help. Where can I go? Thanks for trying, Codsworth. You happy? This whole thing was a waste of time. Sean's out there. I need to find him. Sean's out there. I need to find him.
Sean's out there, Codsworth. I need to find him.
What about Concord, sir? Plenty of people there. And last I checked,
Live action video game in action.
With sticks a few times before I had to run back home.
I can't think of a better one, Cadge, to be honest. I don't think I can think of a better one. I feel like somewhere in the back of my mind there are a few that are almost as good. The Alicia Vikander, Walton Goggins Tomb Raider film wasn't bad. I don't think it's as good as Fallout, but it wasn't bad at all. I seem to recall. Mind you, I only watched it once. It was quite a while ago. I feel like there was something else that was adapted well, but I can't remember what it was. Which doesn't really speak that highly of it of itself, really, does it? There's people alive in Codsworth. Thanks for your help. Point me in a random direction. I like these people already. No, that's just a bit arsey. There's still people alive in Concord.
There's still people alive in Concord?
Yes, although they're a bit rough. You remember the way? Just across the southern footbridge, out of the neighborhood and past the Red Rocket Station?
The Last of Us. I haven't seen that yet. Although I think it's on a service I don't have, which is the major reason. Right. So, let's get ourselves set up to push on further out fairly soon. The evening's rolling in.
Perfect.
Crits with unarmed melee attacks do extra damage. Vault-Tec Calling is an interesting one, given that you haven't spoken to the rep. He clearly left it at some point with Nora, and she stuck it on the fridge. But you've got a couple of bits marked on it. So he finally catches up with you on Saturday the 23rd. So he's been trying to get a hold of you for at least 3 weeks, I would say, by the time he actually does catch up with you at the start of the game. Based on the marks on it, and the fact he hasn't spoken to you before. But Nora clearly says she has spoken to him. Oh yeah. Right. Give me just a moment. I need to take a look at this bad boy. Remind myself what the perks are and what. Because I know at least one of my special I do want to bump up, but I can't remember which one was close, but not quite. I don't think it was strength. Strength is sitting on 3. Armour, not bothered about blacksmith really, so it's not strength. Perception is on 4. That one, I don't think. Maybe later, eventually, possibly, but not right now. Endurance. Charisma is currently on 6. Local leader. Okay. Intelligence 5. Scrapper 6 would be science. I would like science. I would like that one. Intelligence is a possibility. Where are we on agility? 7. So ninja. Gun splits. Gun fu is nice to have, but again, not terribly important. Quick hands. Yeah, not a tearing rush on that one either. And luck is sitting at 2 at the moment. 3 will get me to bloody mess, which is not a bad idea. I will want to pile points into luck eventually. I might go with intelligence, which will get me to science, which will be my priority. And then I can just worry about luck, really, for the only one that I really need as a major priority to bump up from there. I think that's going to be the call. I always forget to check that first. And then I'm like, oh, crap. And then, because you can't check what you've got your points into when you've got the book open. Why do I only have 1 point in endurance? Because the endurance perks are the least interesting and least helpful to me. In general, that is always the case. And on this, on this particular setup, playthrough, etc., it's even more the case. So you can't check from here. I can't go back. Can't get out of this menu without making a choice. And I also can't check my special points if I can't remember them. So once you get to here, that's really, really annoying. It needs a back option or the option to check. But I decided on intelligence, did I? Okay, for now. Right. So, what am I going to stuff my stuff in? Bathroom mirror? Now, it's probably not a terrible idea, actually, is it? Actually, you know what? It just feels weird doing the bathroom mirror. Let's do this for now. Pipe pistols can go in there. Security button? Yes, I'll sell it eventually, but not right now. I'll keep the Nika cherry just in case I just need something to drink for a bit of health. Yeah. Play that holotape while we're here. The Pip-Boy setup in Fallout 76 is better. Although it has... Well, actually...
No. Fingers away. There we go. Okay. Just say it. Right there. Right there. Yay. Hi, honey. Listen, I don't think that Xion and I need to tell you how great of a father you are. But we're going to anyway. Isn't that right? You are kind and loving. And funny. That's right. And patient. So patient.
I think we're good there.
My mom used to say. Look, with Xion and us all being home together, it's been an amazing year. But even so, I know our best days are yet to come. There'll be changes, sure. Things we need to adjust to. You'll rejoin the civilian workforce, and I'll shake the dust off my law degree. But everything we do, no matter how hard,
Have a good one, Steve. You'll always be able to catch up if you want to, I'm sure.
Say bye-bye. Come on. Bye, honey. We love you.
It's going to stay there for now. Right. That's what we're going for right now. Got to concentrate a bit here because menu. My head's in Fallout 76 mode, so I remember what how the heck this menu works and is organised and stuff is a stretch for me. Oh yay, the cat's farted. Really want a pillow, but I'm not going to find one, am I, right now? I'll be here all day. Okay. Well, the whole point of doing that, actually... No, not that one. That one. Was so I could nap until early morning. Because, let's see how that does. Yeah, I want to push out a little bit further, at least. Before we call it. Still a bit dark. The sun is beginning to rise. Oh, wait, I could also see what I can do with my very, very limited selection of available mods. Get all the way up to hardened receiver. That's not the way to go, wouldn't it? I do like the long barrel look on that. And a security button's the only other thing I've got. We'll go up to a hardened receiver. Now we'll stick a long barrel on that. Hit fire exceed for range and sight accuracy. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah. That'll do for now. And there's an armor bench here, isn't there? Not doing any of the linings right now. Boy, I've got the Riley's Rangers paint that I did grab from the Atomic Shop, because... Not the Atomic Shop, wrong game. Same basic idea though, isn't it? From the Anniversary Edition update. Can't really see the difference that much, but it's green and has a few extra decals on it instead of the usual kind of olive plastic. Right. Let's be having there. See whether or not we get lucky, eh? We did get lucky. We got very lucky. Double-barreled shotgun and 2 rounds for it. Thus, I mean, I call that very lucky because thus far I've only ever managed to find a double-barreled shotgun intermittently and only ever 1 round for it. So, Ooh, that doesn't read good. Long hardened pistol. Yeah, oh, that's the other thing I want to do. I want to put on my drifter outfit because it's better than what I currently have. This gives me more radiation resistance, but that's about the only advantage it does have. Pipe bolt action is not shabby. It's not really what I want either. Yeah, a number of times you can get a pipe pistol off that corpse. I think, that's completely useless really, isn't it? To get a shotgun is actually decent. And, There are a bunch of baddies down this way, aren't there? We'll go that way in a minute. Handheld Pip-Boy. I'd imagine there is one. Well, London uses that idea.
Hey, boy. What are you doing out here all by yourself?
But Pip-Boy's an arm-mounted, wrist-mounted computer. Who's your owner? Want to come with me? You're sort of a flea bag, aren't you? You seem like an okay guy. Well, let's give him a compliment, because, yeah, he's a good doggo.
You seem like an okay guy. Okay, then. Let's stick together.
How am I doing for the ammunition? Very well indeed. You're not wrong, dog mate. Another 10mm pistol. See why pipe pistols are so utterly useless in this game? They added them as a whole new weapon class, and it was a really interesting idea, but we really need that. But, yeah. Despite adding this whole new weapon class of pipe pistols, they then went and gave you a 10mm in the vault. And plenty of ammo for it immediately afterwards. And I'm just there going, well, what's the point then? Ooh, we got our first bit of jet. Ooh, crap. Here comes the sun up over the horizon there, giving us an epic backdrop. This is survival mode, so slow healing. Well, worth a shot. I've got lots of bullets. One of the mods that's not working at the moment is the photo mode one. Really is kind of disappointing. Can make do with just grabbing screenshots, but still not quite as good as it could be, is it? Do for now. Station, ring stand. Oh yeah, there's a hard hat there, isn't there? It's not exactly elegant, but it does give me a little bit of extra damage resistance. Right. Hip pad, yeah, pretty much. Was that the name of it? Makes sense. Look how cool that is. Still Fallout, but the vibe is quite different. How doing, Dark Knight? Not sure what you're referring to there. A bit of the gun isn't all that visible. Not searching for 76 at launch. It did, well, one of 76's issues, or a lot of 76's issues in fact, at launch, stemmed from the fact it tried to do something new. Much of which didn't quite pan out, unfortunately, but, well, even what did work didn't go over that well with the community necessarily. And sneak attacks. Local leader, that's definitely tempting. Anything like action point, that's always tempting as well. Suppressors, snake. Level things up with gun nuts. It's appealing. I don't have any armor, so gun nut is kind of tempting at the moment. What over here? Grounder and Fortune Finder are appealing as well. Scrapper is appealing too. Attack Dog's tempting, but I'm going to hold off on deciding on that one for sure. Lady Killer's always fun, but I think I am going to go with Gun Nut. Where was it? There it is. Yeah, the Trash Busters Award. They got for stashing their rubbish in a cave underneath the store, so nobody could see it. It's not the most biting satire in the world, that particular decision, but it is a little accurate. Whew. That one, if I remember rightly, yeah, is a rabid mole rat. So getting bitten by that would probably have been, not for disease reasons, but for damage reasons, problematic. Even sucky. Yes. Right. Well, take a swing over that way. There's a couple of points I want to hit, I think, before we head to Concord. Right here, we might as well. Yeah, we might as well. There's a whole bunch of stuff I want to do before we head to Concord. What are we doing for time? At that time. Okay, so I think I know what we're going to attempt to do before we call it for the evening. There we go. A bit of a frame rate dip around here, interestingly. We have a couple of mods I need to look into. Right. One of those mods that I'm thinking of, I'm pretty darn sure, is not going to work.
Enough griping. Just get on with your work.
Purely because of the state of main menu mods at the moment. My photo mode mod is not working because of the main menu mod's not being functional at the moment. Oh, we can harvest stuff.
That's close enough, stranger. We're a peaceful farm. We don't want any trouble.
That's not the plan. Plan is run up to him so I can see him with a bit of light. Anything to trade? I'm friendly, not looking to cause trouble, not worth my time, neither do I, just passing through. Okay, I'm friendly, not looking to cause trouble.
It's okay, I'm friendly. Not looking to cause any trouble.
If you say so, but be warned, we're armed here, so don't try anything. Let me tell you.
How's it going, Superstar Starfighter?
Out in the field all day, every day, and every minute of it spent watching your back.
Did they change the way Creation Club quest works, so you've got to go to a location to unlock them? No, I don't believe they did. They've changed the menus, they've changed some minor bits and pieces behind the scenes, and they've made a bunch of them included in the bundle, but the anniversary edition. But they haven't actually changed the way any of the creations themselves work, I don't believe. What kind of crops you do here? Farming's hard work. You call this a farm? Pathetic. Gotta be careful. We never know who you can trust these days. Farming's hard work.
Farming's hard work.
Won't argue with that. Blake Abernathy. You new to the Commonwealth?
How long's the farm been here? You could say that. I've been around, yes and no. It's a long story. Yes and no, it's a long story.
Yes. And no. It's a long story.
Either way, good to see a new face. How about you? Ever think about working the land?
If you need to start up a farm, sure, I'll give it a try someday. Digging the dirt all day, no thanks. Don't know, never really thought about it. What do you need to start up a farm?
What do you need to start up a farm?
Well, my
Bogs
father
rolling in.
told you it's the 3 L's. Land, labor, and love. You gotta have land to work, you gotta put in a full day's labor, and you gotta love what you do. Anyone who doesn't ain't gonna last long. Word of advice, though. If you do start up a farm, be ready to deal with the raiders. Why do all the hard work when you can just take what you want at gunpoint?
Raiders, name lines or something, sounds like bad news. Stand up for yourself, and you do what you can to protect your family. Name a lens or something.
Raiders. The name alone says something.
You really are new. The name's only the tip of the iceberg. They're well armed, take what they want, and kill whoever gets in their way. Last time those raiders hit us, my daughter Mary tried to stand up to them. Now she's buried out back of the house. Only 21 years old, and they shot her down without a thought. That's why we need the Minutemen back. And the sooner, the better.
Jazz, thank you for the sub. Welcome on in. Welcome to the Minutemen. Nothing worse than losing a child, believe me, I know. If your daughter's that stupid, she got what she deserved from what I'm seeing. Nobody has got it easy. Nothing worse than losing a child.
There's nothing worse than losing a child. Believe me, I know.
I'm sorry to hear you say so. I don't have much to offer, but those raiders that killed Mary, they took her locket too. It's been in Connie's family for generations. If you could get it back, it'd mean a lot to us.
Right, deal with a bunch of that. Know where they're coming from? Do you know where they're coming from? Yeah.
Do you know where they're coming from?
Yeah, pretty sure I do. One of them mentioned Olivia while they were here. My guess is they're holed up in that old USAF station.
Yeah, one of the mods I have running is True Storms. You may have noticed we get some weather. So I'm gonna need. It's really not doing much, is it? Mind you, it wouldn't. I will need a whole bunch of this later, so I might as well stock up and get prepared, haven't I? Especially as they're not going to give me shit for basically divesting them of their crops. You'd think they'd have a problem with that, but especially given the conversation we've just had, but seeing as they don't.
Here for work? We could.
Let's see what this is Abernathy has for sale. I can't remember now. Who got to? There's Lucy. There's Blake goes up to the back fields. Where does Mummy go? Those door's shut, so I wasn't thinking that. Oh, there she is. Is that her? No. Yeah, there she is. She just crouched down. I couldn't see her. Funny, there we go.
What are you looking at? Never seen hard work before? You want to buy or sell something?
Yeah, what you got?
What have you got?
It ain't a lot, but I've got a few basic supplies. Ammo, meds, that sort of thing.
Ammo and meds, what kind of basic supplies are those? Sounds good. Not today. You think on a farm you'd have produce, not ammo and meds. Sounds good.
Sounds good.
I'm going to pick an argument with her. I don't think that's helpful. With the left arm, I could, but it's not really worth spending money on when I'll be acquiring them for free soon enough. Relax. She doesn't have anything particularly that I want. From caps. Don't need the bot action. Security button. Yeah. Tire iron. No. I don't think I need Psycho. Yeah, we're good, I think. What's a potato? Short for potato?
What's a tato? Short for potato.
Let's just say it's the mighty, rad-resistant cousin of the tomato and potato. Potatoes, mute fruit, taberries. Things change to survive nuclear fallout. Get used to it.
Yeah, it's a good mod, Chief Stones. There are a bunch of good weather mods out there, but that one works well with the other. Well, has conveniently available compatibility patches, rather, with the other mods I have on the go. There's a hole right the way through that Concord Tower at the back there. I can't say I've been to Diamond City yet.
Can't say I've been to Diamond City yet.
Biggest city in the Commonwealth. Anything you need, anything you want to know, that's the place to start.
How's the trade with Diamond City?
How is the trade with Diamond City?
Good, when my husband actually gets around to doing it. That is, if no one raids the farm first. Why do you think I'm selling ammo and meds? You can't protect yourself? The Commonwealth will swallow you right up.
I don't think so.
Great. Maybe next time you can get right to the point instead of wasting my time.
Charming as always. Any credit? How's the release running fine? Mostly okay. There's a few bits that are a bit iffy. I'd have some mods to work on the performance, but those are not currently functional. But it's not bad, it's just a little down. I guess I can live with that. Grave is just back here. It's just, oh, yeah, that's Mary's grave, isn't it? Yeah, hopefully the patches in the next little while, followed by some, mod updates will iron out the creases. But see how we do. Type revolver rifle. 45, isn't it? Yeah. Not much more powerful than my pistol, and it's probably less accurate. A little bit of struggle here and there with the performance, but well, this is what it is. Get you eventually. Hopefully before you manage to kill me. Woohoo! That range. Oof. Thank you very much for the sub, Corrupted Synth. I appreciate it. I'm not going to bother with that. I know what it's all about. She ran away from home and it didn't end well for her.
Excellent.
It's damage from melee attacks. One of those tells me where Diamond... Oh, I know where the one that tells me where Diamond City is. Not that I really need it, but I remember where it was. What's the range on this thing? Same. Good if I land hits. They land the hits first, which they shouldn't do at that range. Oof. If they did or not there. What have I got? See how we do. Few useful bits there. We end up dressing like a raider, which is not really what I want. Oh, gunner's camo given bandana. But we should be fine. 500 hours. 600 nearly. Not shabby. There's a few of us got a bit of a head start on you there. Well over 1,000 on PS4 before I switch. I'll have a decent number on this as well. I don't know. That's different. That I don't remember. But I do have an expanded list of random encounters. So I wonder if that's one of them. I should see things I've not seen before. Mind you, I'd see them. There was a chance of that anyway, I suppose. But... oh yeah. Pip-Boy paint. Just change the colours just a little bit. Why would anybody like buy this game? Because it's a great game. And you can make it into a lot of other things as well, if you want to. Somewhere around here. There we go. That's what I'm looking for.
Sweet.
The updates are on all of them, Dark Knight. There's minor variations between them, but on the whole, if there's an update going out for one platform, it usually means all of them. $1,600. Yeah, a lot of my hours has been spent building settlements as well. A lot of them. Game has a bad habit of crashing randomly for you. There could be a laundry list of potential reasons why that might be. Yeah, let's head back. Actually, let's head down this way. Where is this way? What's my bearings? Ah, there we are. Okay, yeah. I mean, mods, I've got around and about 100-ish running at the moment. A lot of them are supplement mods. Maybe 40%, 30%. Somewhere in that order. Here I go. Oh, no you don't. Keep trying to shoot these buggers. Fine. Ooh, lordy, I'm close to dying. Barely managed to stave off death there. Fucking blood bugs. They're really hard to hit because of the way they move. Especially with a mouse and keyboard. It's actually weirdly easier with a controller, those guys. Not normally the case, but... Those back. You say caffeine, well, technically I haven't. Turned off weapon debris. Yeah, that's always a good idea. It's a nightmare. It's never been up to snuff. That way. Phew. Let's diving in head first. Gotta love it though. Right, these rangers, yeah. Little nod back to where we started out, or where I started out anyway, in Fallout 3. Yeah. I think Settlement's definitely eating up far more of my time. I've only ever actually completed this game once. Or finished it, or whatever term you happen to want to use. Yeah, I only managed to do that once, and that's because I spent so much time building, and it took me years before I actually got to that point. One. What do you want in here? Like I think. X. Go. Nice. About good there. Let's go and get rid of some other stuff. And, oh, wait, let's have a look at changing my apparel first. It's definitely the way. Well, I imagine I look like a bit of a fool, but, oh yes, definitely look like a fool, but I'm better protected right now. It's going to be a life-changing thing, but I can go in there as well. Yep. Might make a bit of a difference, mightn't it? I need some better Under Armour soon. Okay, what's going now? I didn't really want to put the jet in there. There's one going there. That's a nice day. Cool. Right then. Ready to roll. Catching it now? Yeah, it is definitely later than usual for you. I'm surprised you made it at all, if I'm honest. Given the start time and all, but yeah. Have a good night anyway. Yeah, I started out playing this on PS4. Got a lot of hours in there. Saved up for a gaming PC eventually. Part of the reason I did that was just because I needed a better PC for editing. I have already checked those, haven't I? Yeah. No, I don't think I want to hit the junkyard up here just yet. But I mean, I could. No, there's a sentry bar up there. I can't remember if that's a problem or not, though. I'll leave it for now, anyway. I don't really need an iguana on a stick either, but... well, I know Fallout 3 certainly can be modded. Obviously, it doesn't have the modding scene of Fallout 4, so much less to draw on and do. Yeah, these rocks are definitely overdone. But you can mod it. So whether or not I'm going to, I will probably not anytime soon. Probably. Sell it, can't I? But rumour has it that both Fallout 3 and we're now getting something that's starting to even resemble Yo, psst. Damn you, dog meat. Right in the way. They're starting to resemble a potentially credible rumour around a Fallout New Vegas remaster as well. So in short, what I was getting at before I got distracted by mole rats, is that I will probably play the remastered Fallout 3 when it comes out. Oh, shite. Ooh, somebody got me. Ooh. Got him. And a level, which I definitely needed. We need the harness, but... where's your body? There it is. Found. Never something I'm upset about finding. Now the question is, what were they fighting over here when we arrived? More rats. They were fighting more rats. There's one last thing up here worth getting towards. They've put out a teaser clip of the Fallout New Vegas remake. No, they did not. Somebody might have put out a fake one, but the devs sure as shit did not. Unfortunately. Well then. It's up there, isn't it? Somewhere around here, there's a shelter. Play the 360 version. On console, I don't think you will be able to do it, to be fair. It's very much more of a PC thing if you're going back that way. Skyrim is as far back as you'll be able to go with console mods. Move, dog meat, you're in the way.
Huh? Peekaboo!
Fuck. Dog got me. Let's try a slightly different route. It wasn't dog meat, it's just the low ceiling that's getting in the way, apparently. There's the hit I needed, and there's also the clothing I needed, so I'm not complaining about dying there. Ooh. Collar. Don't want the assault gas mask, I don't think. I definitely want the road leathers, though. Where are they? Yes, they are as good as the raider leathers that I've got, but much, much cooler looking. Assault gas mask. Yeah, don't want that. Didn't think so. Cool. Sadly. Well, yeah, sadly. I shudder to think what the 11th generation of console would have reacted, or how it would have reacted. Well, PS3 and 360. Yeah, I imagine trying to mod on that hardware would have been a whole thing. Gee. Such things are relative, I suppose, aren't they? Mods of a similar area would be sort of relative to mods of this era, but in their own time. Right, at this point in time, I think we make our way back to the sanctuary. Is there a nice shallow bit of water here that I don't mind trying to cross, or are we going round? There's a bit over here that's pretty shallow, isn't there? Not as shallow as I was hoping. Become more platform. God, I've typing or speaking platform friendly over the years. I'm sure it has at that. Plus, the platforms in a way have become more modding friendly as well, in that their capacity to support it is greater. Bum, bum, bum. Cool. I don't have a lot of ammo for the 44. I don't think I'll waste my time upgrading that right now. Recoil and hip fire accuracy. Magazine. Quick eject mag's appealing. More than the large magazine is, because I just don't know the way it looks. Close sights would be nice. Muzzle, compensator. Tempting. Material, I've only got Enclave paint for it from way back when. Don't want to do that. Could get another one from Creation Club, but I don't think I'll bother. I think I will stick some glow sights on it though. Eyes a bit easier. I could also jump up to a powerful receiver and give it a bit more welly, which is definitely appealing as my sort of primary arm at the moment. But in automatic with the same amount, but no. Barrel, no. So I could upgrade these, but I don't have a great deal of adhesive, so I'd rather hold off on that for now. Lots of stuff I could do to upgrade some of this, but I'm not going to right now. Just don't really have the resources. Priorities, definitely. Yeah, the sun's about to disappear as well. That got a bit weird then. Hitting mod, I would assume. Yeah, stash a couple of bits back here. Double our pistols, stick that in there as well. That plan needs to get stashed, doesn't it? Oh. Dog meat, come on. Or a pain in the neck of my cat. Who is quietly having a wash over there at the moment. Flower. Ooh, cool. Right. Is anniversary edition running smooth? Well enough, yeah, for now. Obviously, next few updates are not unwelcome. Or won't be unwelcome, I should say. That should be fine. But yeah, it's running alright. It'll get even better once some mod updates start coming through as well. Right then. So, I think our next job is go and meet the settlers, but it is gone 1 o'clock in the morning, so in the interest of my sanity, I'm going to put a pin in this evening's festivities around and about here. Alright, so I'm going to do that. Yeah. I didn't go quite as well as I was hoping, but it could have gone worse as well. Well, yeah, but alright. One of the things I have run into that is a bit of a problem with it is closing the game down. It doesn't like doing that very well. So what I've basically been doing is if I go back to the main menu and then use Alt F4 rather than the in-game instructions to close it, that works better. So you've got to make sure all the saving and all those processes are done before you press the button. Otherwise, you're running the risk of screwing yourself over, really, aren't you? But otherwise, yeah, it's decent. Have a good one, Corrupted Synth. Creation, yeah, I've heard the creation menu has been problematic for a few people, especially on Xbox, actually. No Respawn said his wasn't working, I think. Yeah. So, hotfix is due in the next few days. I said early part of this coming week, so next few days. And then week after, so week beginning a week tomorrow, or week today technically now, there will be an update coming out there, a larger patch rather than a hotfix. And then about the beginning of December, they're expecting to do another one as well. So updates are coming down the line. They are working on it, so that should be cool. Makes back a scrappy, made a mod for just for the exiting of the game. Yeah, it's always been a bit iffy, that. I've had Bethesda's games in general tend to be a bit iffy on that point, even when they're working the way they're supposed to. They're, well, working closer to optimal level, shall we say. Yeah, definitely a few kinks they need to iron out. Anyway, I enjoyed that. It's fun playing with a different set of mods and a different vibe and look and tone to the game and upping the risk factor a little bit more than I have done in the past. With the Deathclaw fight coming up, well, my damage output's gone up as well as the Deathclaws, but I'm going to have to keep that sucker away from me or, ooh, am I in trouble? Yeah, that should make the next little while interesting. Not 100% sure when we're next going to play Fallout 4. I might squeeze a stream in of Fallout 4 somewhere through the week, maybe, and this is a very, very big maybe, Wednesday. Beyond that, possibly at the weekend, because I'm enjoying this, want to push on with it, but we've also got a lot on our plates at the moment. So upcoming updates to Fallout 4 I'll be covering, making videos on, so notification bell and all that good stuff if you want to know about that, or social media links are a good one as well, Blue Sky and stuff. Beyond that, what else? Yeah, probably going to do a 76 build this week at some point if I can squeeze one in. I wanted to do one, well, sometime in time for this weekend, but it's been too darn busy, so yeah. We'll see what happens there, but there should be a 76 build coming up. Other than that, live streams through the week will be Monday, Tuesday is going to be The Last Caretaker, so you want sort of sci-fi ocean planet, or flooded Earth rather, indie survival game. It's been quite cool. It's in early access. Looking forward to jumping back into that. We're going to do that tomorrow. And end of the week will be The Outer Worlds 2. We'll jump back into that and see how we get cracking on that. So yeah, that's kind of where my plan is at the moment. All should be around about 8 o'clock in the evening through the week, but you know, depending on timing around videos and stuff, that sometimes screws things over a bit. Because obviously, Bethesda work on US time, which means they start halfway through the day for me when they start dropping information and news and things. So that does time zones do cause a little bit of an issue there sometimes. Anyway, sure we'll be fine. So, if you haven't already, likes and subs are always very much appreciated. Notification bell if you want to know when I go live, when I upload, all that good stuff. Social media links for better notifications, always worthwhile. And yeah, if you're really into it, then channel memberships are available down below the stream and videos as well. If you want to support the channel directly, I very, very, very much appreciate, but don't feel obligated. Yeah, be back at this, well, over the next few days. definitely looking forward to playing some more of this. I think I will probably find a way to squeeze a stream in as soon as I practically can. It'll depend what happens in the week, but if everything goes according to plan the next couple of days, probably Wednesday. But we'll see. Yeah, definitely enjoying this. Anyway, thank you for hanging out. There's been lots of you tonight. It's been fun. At a strange time for me, and we're doing something a bit different. So glad to see you all here. Hope you've enjoyed. We'll dive back in soon. So thank you for hanging out. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. Have a good rest of your evening. Have a good day tomorrow. And yeah, about 8 o'clock we'll check out The Last Caretaker, which has been some fun, chilled vibes. So looking forward to pushing on with that. Bye for now. Look after yourselves. I'll see you all tomorrow. Or in a few days, or whenever it happens to be you want to drop back in. Night, folks. Take care.